and welcome to Your Journey Yoga. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. Just having kind of a want to get back to the roots of things kind of day, and just do a real kind of traditional flow style yoga. Absolutely, you know that I will still throw in the strength challenges, but just really being in tune with your breath, really being in tune with how your body is responding to things. With the way the weather's been here, at least in Colorado, we've been up and down and all over the place, 75, 30, 20 yesterday. So your body can reflect that. And sleep patterns I know have been off for some. Stress levels, yes, through the roof. So really just want to kind of take it down and just to come back to the fundamental roots of your practice. So with that being said, absolutely water. If you need a strap or a towel or a block or a pillow, whatever you need, please have that handy. Comfortable clothes, an open mind, an open heart, lots of big deep breaths, and let's get going, my friends. Sitting up nice and tall, easy pose here with the legs crossed, or you're welcome to have your legs out, open into a V. You can be up on your knees. Just find some place that feels good to you to sit. And we're going to roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders just gently slide down and away. Now you can let those arms just be heavier if you're feeling like you've got tension settled in the neck and the shoulders. One more big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Eyes closed. Return the palms to face the sky. Drape the wrists over the knees. Bring your index finger to gently touch your thumb. And we're just going to take a moment and really focus on the breath. Big, full, deep breaths as the belly is soft. We fill our lungs with those inhales. And then an ever slow exhale, drawing the belly button back towards the spine, pressing that air out and away. So with our breath an amazing tool, guys. We can settle the mind, the body, the nervous system. We can calm the heart, we can calm the spirit. We can once again regain balance in our life. Just through your breath. Now keep those eyes closed. Come to a cross-legged position if you're not already. Bring the hands to the shins just below your knees. Take a big breath in, and as you press the chest forward, arch your back, gaze the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back of the room, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. Exhale and hollow. Now we can keep those eyes closed, or you're welcome to open them. Lifting your gaze towards the sky. Open that chest one more time to the back. Hollow. Our seated cat and cow is great for just waking up the body. Inhale it up nice and tall. Release your hands down by your sides. Sit up. Lengthen that spine, shoulders soft and away from the ears. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. As you exhale, roll the head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Gently press that right palm towards the floor. Now press your left palm towards the floor. As we sit up nice and tall, and we let that head gently fall to the right, just creating a nice long stretch all the way down the left side of your neck. Slowly release the chin back towards the chest. And with your next exhale, roll the head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Gently press that left palm towards the floor. And now the right, press it towards the floor. Just notice that nice long stretch all the way down your neck. As you exhale, release the chin back towards the chest. Inhale, lift your gaze, reach to the sky. Exhale, open the arms out to a T. Return the palms towards the floor and keep rotating those arms. Turning the palms as far as you can, activating all the muscles through the arms, through the shoulder. Feel those core muscles even kick into play. Now slowly rotate palms towards the sky and continue that rotation all the way up and back. And just feel how that activates now through your lats, through the back of the shoulders, through those deltoids, biceps, triceps. Slowly roll the palms back towards the floor. Release your hands down by your sides. Let's come forward and up onto all fours to a tabletop position. Hands are shoulder width apart, core is nice and strong. We inhale and extend, left arm and right leg. Lengthening and reaching through the fingertips and through the toes. Hips side by side, belly button drawn in and up. Now let's lift out of that right shoulder. Breathe. Add a flex to that right foot, and if you like, sweep the arm and leg out to the side, working to create a nice horizontal line. Breathe. Feel the strength in your belly, the strength in the leg. Inhale it back to center. And release it down. Other side. Inhale it up. Right arm, left leg. Square those hips. Lengthen and reach. Through the fingertips. Through the toes. Add a flex to that left foot. Press through your heel. Keeping those hips side by side. If you like, sweep the arm and leg out to the side. Again, working to create that horizontal line. Strong through the belly, strong through the limbs. Inhale it back to midline. And release it down. Shifting your weight to your right hand. Left hand sweeps through, shoulder to the floor. Side of the head to the floor, just above your ear. Rotate your body. Extend right arm to the sky. A variation of thread the needle. Now you can just close your eyes, focusing on that extension out of the shoulder up to the tips of your fingers, releasing that tension in the lower and middle back. Rotating right palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Arm resting right along the side of the face. Slow, deep breaths. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. Slowly release your hand down. And press it back up to tabletop. And we switch to the other side. Shift your weight to your left hand. Right hand sweeps through. Shoulder to the floor. Side of the head to the floor, just above your ear. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reaching up, out of the shoulder joint, all the way up through the tips of the fingers. Now let's rotate that left palm towards the front of the room. Reach it up and over. Arm coming to rest right along the side of your face. Find your breath. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, release your hand down. Press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight and sit it back to child's pose. Extend the arms out long. Hips back towards your heels. And just relax the weight of the head down. With those arms extended up nice and long, feel that stretch through the side body, through the shoulders, down the arms, and out to the tips of the fingers. And as you let your bottom be heavy, reaching those sit bones back towards your heels, feel that nice stretch in that lower back. Depending upon how tight you are, you might feel this in your quadriceps. Those muscles might hinder you from being able to sit too far back. It's okay. You want to find that place where your body says yes. A great stretch where it's not fighting against you. And you want to come back here anytime you need to. Grab a drink as often as you like. Take care of yourself. Be present right here. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Down dog. That wonderful place where we get that long stretch all through the arms, up through the shoulders, through the spine, all the way down the backs of the legs. Now first and foremost, let's remind ourselves we want to get the bend out of the wrists. So if you're finding yourself a lot of pressure in the shoulders and the wrists are bent, we're going to bend our knees and press back through the palms of the hands. We're going to get that bend out of the wrists as much as we can and feel that length through the side body. And as your body allows, then begin to extend those legs. We inhale it to high plank or high push-up position.
Exhale it back to down dog. Now we're just going to transition between these two poses. Inhaling to high plank. Exhaling to down dog, staying strong through the core. Lifting out of those shoulders, inhale it to plank. Last one. As you exhale, press it back to down dog. And just gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Head heavy, just gazing back towards that space between your feet. And just at your own pace, walking it out to get that nice long stretch on the back of the straight leg. We inhale up to the balls of the feet, and as you exhale, spin your heels out, turn your toes in, and let your heels gently sink. A pigeon-toed stance with your feet. Nice long stretch all through the legs. We inhale back up to the balls of the feet, spin those heels towards one another, and then let them sink. We take a gaze between the hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms heavy, head heavy. Shifting your weight back to your heels, core is strong. As you inhale, slowly begin to bend your knees, coming only as low as is right for you. And then as you exhale, extend the legs. Back to your forward fold. Again, weight remains in the heels. Inhale, bend the knees. This time, if you like, extend the arms out. You can keep the hands on the mat. Exhale, hands back down. Extend those legs. Let's do that one more time. Weights in the heels. Can you lift your toes? Lowering into that tight little squat. Only as far as is right for you. Maybe you lift your hands a little higher. Maybe not. Exhale, hands come down. Extend those legs. As you get that full extension, slowly roll it up. One vertebra at a time. Stacking each vertebra. Promoting good posture. Aligning that spine, big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Do that one more time just because it feels amazing. And it helps let go of tension and tightness. Shoulders slide down and away. We step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. And we come to mountain pose, turning the palms to the sky. Tummies are tight, glutes are tight, palms facing the front. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, release that left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach to standing lateral flexion. Beautiful stretch through the ribs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, other side, one more time each side. So that stretch through the ribs and the waist. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, lengthen and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Hold your plank, toes or knees. We lengthen and reach through the crown of the head. We draw that belly button in and up. We lift out of those shoulders. We're doing our best to keep those hips from sagging. Always better to keep those hips a little higher than to let those hips sag. Find your breath. Slow it down. On your next exhale, lift your hips to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. We lift our arms, coming up to a crescent lunge. Shoulders are soft. If having the arms overhead causes tension in the neck or the shoulders, pull the hands to heart center. We're in a nice deep lunge. If this is too much today, bring that back knee down, top of the foot to the floor. Weight still remains heavy, so I want you to feel that long stretch through the front of that left leg, through those hip flexors. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Pull the hands to heart center, rotate towards that right leg, left elbow to the right knee. Press against your knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Right elbow pointing towards the sky.
So we're working that rotation. We're still strong through the legs. But how's your breath? Open the arms if you like. Back of that left arm pressing against the outside of the knee. Breathe slowly. Extend through those fingertips and lower that right arm to shoulder height. Inhale, reach to the sky with that right hand. Pull those hands back to heart center. Return to face front once again. Extend the arms overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back knee down if you like, otherwise knee is off. We lift the arms to a crescent lunge. Again, if those arms overhead causes tension in the neck or the shoulders, we pull those hands back down to heart center. Shoulders soft, away from the ears. If that's too much, we bring that back knee down. Again, we still want to feel that stretch through the front of that right leg, through those hip flexors, through the lower abs. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. We pull the hands to heart center and turn towards that left leg. Right elbow to the left knee. Press against your knee and work to bring your hands towards heart center. Left elbow pointing towards the sky. Now you might notice that one side you've got a little more range of motion, a little more flexibility. That's fine. Very, very normal. If you like, open the arms. Back of that right arm pressing against the outside of the knee. Extend and reach through those left fingertips. Now spread your fingers wide and ever so slowly begin to lower that left arm down to shoulder height. So that isometric hold with the legs, we're building some heat. Creating flexibility in the spine through the shoulders, the arms. Inhale, lift that arm to the sky. Pull the hands back to heart center. And let's face it forward once again. Extend the arms to the sky. Big circle of those arms back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, grabbing a drink, or inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Elbows right by the ribs. Press it through up dog. Let's hold our up dog. We take our gaze over the left shoulder and back to center. Over the right shoulder and back to center. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And just relax the weight of your upper body down. Soft bend in the knees if you're feeling pressure behind your knees. We bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. Gently sway side to side. Doesn't matter how fast or how slow. Just let yourself sway. Find that breath. Come back to center, relax your arms, and slowly roll it up. One vertebra stacking on top of the other. Again, realigning that spine. So important, guys, for posture, for gait, for mobility. Shoulders roll up and back, and gently slide down and away to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Releasing that left knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. Let's rotate our bodies coming to a side plank. Right arm extends to the sky. Now we can be down on that left knee with that right leg long, or we can have our feet staggered or stacked. We lift our gaze to the sky and we're going to lift those hips to the sky, lengthening and reaching. Let's rotate that right palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. Feel that length all the way down the right side of your body. Now if you like, lift that top leg, flex your foot. We lift that right arm back to the sky. Slowly lower the leg. Slowly lower the hands. We come back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Holding your down dog, another opportunity for a great drink of water or a strength challenge. We inhale it to high plank. Let's take it halfway down and hold. So our halfway down, halfway between our full crocodile and our full plank. Elbows still right by those ribs. Let's take it down. Our lowest crocodile, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Elbows right up against that rib cage. Half lift, hold. And rise. And lift the hips to down dog. Gently sway your hips side to side. So as we meet back in our down dog, we prepare for side plank on the other side. We come back to center and inhale it to high plank. Releasing that right knee to the mat if you like, otherwise legs stay long. We rotate and extend left arm to the sky. So again, that right knee can remain down. Or if you're here and you're like, I might want a little more challenge, you can extend your leg but stagger your feet. Or if you're really up for the challenge, stack your feet, lifting those hips, reaching to the sky. Find your breath. Let's rotate that left palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face, lifting out of that right shoulder. If you like, lift that top leg, flex your foot. Now slowly lift that left arm back towards the sky. Slowly release that left leg. Slowly release your hands. Coming back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Holding your down dog, grab a drink, taking a break, or inhale it to high plank. Let's just do a super slow here. Toes or knees. Turning those biceps towards the front of the room. Elbows bent straight back. Breathe, slow and steady. Press it through up dog. Right back to that low crocodile. Now super slow, press it up. To plank, lift your hips to down dog. Find your breath. And with your exhale, take the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Now it feels great to get a good wrist stretch, particularly after those side planks. We're going to lift that right foot, slide that right hand, palm side up, underneath your foot, and then gently place the sole of your foot against the palm of your hand, lining the tips of your toes up at the heel of your hand. Left foot lifts, left hand slides under. Gently place the sole of the foot against the palm of your hand. Now relax the weight of your head. So your knees might be bent. That is perfectly fine. If your legs are long, great. No worries, just find what works. Now we're going to shift some weight forward into the balls of your feet and your toes, feeling the backs of the hands being pressed into the mat. Now lengthen through the crown of the head. Core strong. We're going to slowly begin to lift the upper body. As we lift the upper body, those arms start to extend. Just gazing forward towards the top center of your mat. Once we get to that full extension with those arms, feel that nice stretch all the way down the spine, through the forearms, into those wrists. This is gorilla pose. As you exhale, slowly release it down.
Shift your weight back to your heels. Lift one foot to release your hand. Lift the other foot to release your hand. Hanging in forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, right hand towards the floor, left arm reaches high, standing lateral flexion. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, left arm down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Feel that space between each of the ribs. Inhale, both arms come up. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head. And as you exhale, gently draw the chin towards the chest. Close the elbows around the ears. Releasing tension, the base of the head, all the way down the spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows wide. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Breathe, just gazing forward as far as you can lean. Stay strong through the core. Always taking care of that back. Inhale, we rise. And as you exhale, lean to the right. As far as feels right to you. Long stretch to the waist, all the way down the side of your body. Inhale it back up nice and tall. Gently release your arms to mount. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Place your left hand along the inside of your right foot. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach. Breathe. Now core is strong. We're going to keep this same body position. And we're going to push off with that left hand and rise. Now turn your palms towards me. Spread your fingers and reach. Find your breath. Inhale, rotate palms to the sky, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And as you exhale, open the arms out to a T, cross that right arm underneath the left. Working to bring the palms of the hands to touch, eagle arms. Find your breath. Feel that openness between the shoulder blades. Now begin to lift your fingertips towards the sky. Feel how that changes the dynamics of this stretch. Now if you like, begin to arch back. Gaze to the sky. Inhale it back up. Slowly lower those elbows back down. Big circle of those arms overhead. Flow forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Now we can keep that right leg high, or you're welcome to release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Leg up or down. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Optional push up if you like. To down dog. Breathe. Adding a little tip of the pelvis if that feels right to you. Allowing your head to be heavy, face to be soft. End of your exhale, take the gaze between your hands. Walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Releasing that left arm down, right arm crosses the crown of the head. Gently pull your head to the right. And relax the weight of that right hand. Now reach with your left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Check in with your breath. Are you still present right here? Are you being kind? Inhale, extend right arm. Switch sides, right arm down, left arm high. Cross the crown of the head with that left forearm and gently pull to the left. Relaxing the weight of that left hand. Now reach with those right fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Close your eyes, relax your jaw. Let yourself let go.
Inhale, extend left arm. Reach with the right. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, take a giant step back with your right foot. Right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach up just as high as you can reach. As you reach, that's going to help that rotation along as well. Working to stack the shoulders, to stack the arms. What do you feel and where do you feel it? Because there's a lot of different places that you might be feeling this stretch. Where is it challenging? Where does it feel good? Can you close your eyes and get a deeper breath? Now spread your fingers through that left hand. Core is strong. We're going to do a little push off with that right hand and rise. Challenging our balance. Flexibility of the spine. Strengthen those legs. Now turn your palms in the same direction you're facing. Spread your fingers and reach. Activating all those muscles through the upper and middle back. Through the core, through the arms. Now rotate palms to the sky. Lift the arms as you turn back to face front. Open the arms out to a T, crossing that left arm underneath the right. Wrapping at the crook of the elbows, we bring the palms to touch, creating our eagle arms. Find your breath. Slow it down. Begin to lift those fingertips towards the sky. Feel how that changes the dynamics of the stretch, the intensity of the stretch. And if you like, begin to take your gaze to the sky, arching back. Feel all the different muscles working to stabilize. We inhale it back up, slowly lowering the elbows back down. Big circle of those arms overhead. Flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. Again, we can keep that leg high, or you can release it down. Holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Leg up or down, crocodile down. Press it through up dog, release your foot. And exhale to down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs, reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall to warrior one. We square our hips, chest, and shoulders to the front. Our shoulders are soft and away from the ears. We press that back heel into the mat. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square those hips, keep them square. And exhale, sink. We open the arms out to a T. Find a focal point out in front of us and begin to shift our weight forward up onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, press up onto that right leg. Square your hips. Add a flex to that left foot. Staying here or hinging deeper into warrior three. Left hip is going to want to lift. We're not going to let it. Sweeping the arms back to flight. Turn your palms towards the sky, thumbs towards you. Spread your fingers and reach. Feel how that activates through the upper and middle back. Find that breath. Arms open back out to a T. Bending your supporting leg, giant step back to warrior one. Take a moment to find your perfect warrior one. And as you exhale, open to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Exhale and sink. Circling that left arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Can you find that right thigh? Hold on to it if you can find it. Front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. Let's turn our gaze towards our back heel. Tucking your chin towards that left collarbone. Breathe. Keeping that left arm tucked tightly, inhale it back up. Right arm extends out. to shoulder height. Back of the right arm along the inside of the right calf. We turn our gaze up towards the sky. A variation of bound angle. Find your breath. What is it that your body feels today, right here? Circling that left arm up and over, finding where the wall and ceiling meet. Lengthen and reach in a diagonal line. Maybe look up to find the base of your left thumb. And rise back to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Lengthening and reaching through those right fingertips. Sliding down that back leg with the left. We inhale it back up, windmilling that left arm up and over. Placing that left hand along the inside of your right foot. Adjust your foot if you need to. Rotate your body. Right arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Feel that extension out of the shoulder. Now, where does your gaze need to be for your neck to be happy? Find wherever that is. Exhale, slowly release that right hand down. One hand on either side of your foot, front knee bends, back heel comes off the floor, and we come into a runner's lunge. Find your breath. We shift both hands to the inside of your foot if that feels okay. At any point, you are welcome to bring your back knee to the mat. Feels right to you, come down onto your left forearm. Now there's a lot of room to play here. You don't have to come all the way down onto the forearm. You can just bend your elbow and get that little extra range of motion. Now how about that right hand? Maybe we come down onto the right forearm. Maybe not, guys. Take care of yourself. Don't judge, don't criticize. Celebrate wherever you are within your practice. And know that you are exactly where you're supposed to be today in your journey. Let's come back up to the palms of the hands. One hand on either side of your foot, back knee to the floor, top of the foot to the floor. And we're gonna reach our sit bones straight back, keeping the sole of that right foot connected to the floor. Square your hips and slowly draw your nose towards your knee. Now slowly begin to lift the right toes and reach your sit bones even further back. Now the shift here, or the tricky part is, your left hip is going to want to shift back. We want to keep those hips side by side. So don't let that pelvic shift occur. We inhale it back up, coming forward, bending that right knee, tuck your back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Press that left heel towards the floor. Breathe. Now flex that right foot. Bend that right knee and draw your heel toward your bottom. Extending that right leg to the sky. Slowly release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, great opportunity to grab a drink of water. Or inhale it to high plank for a strength challenge. Holding your plank or on your toes or your knees. One push up. Again. One more. Now when you come up, stay halfway. And rise. Lift your hips to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the floor, stand tall to warrior one. So different than our crescent pose is that back heel presses into the mat and we work to square our hips, chest, and shoulders to the front. There's length and there's strength in that back leg. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square those hips. And exhale, sink. Breathe. Open the arms out to a T. Core strong. Find a focal point out in front of you and begin to shift your weight forward, coming up onto the ball of the back foot. And as you're ready, press up onto that left leg. Square your hips. Add a flex to that right foot. Staying where you are, or hinging deeper into warrior three. Find that length in the spine. Reach out through the crown of the head. Keep that right hip from lifting. Let's sweep those arms back to flight. Turn the palms to the sky. Spread your fingers and reach. Breathe. Arms open back out to a T. Bending your supporting leg. Giant step back. To find your perfect warrior one, take a second and find that perfect warrior one. And as you exhale, open to warrior two, hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Gaze out over your front middle finger. Find your breath. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. Exhale and sink. Circling that right arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. If you can find that left thigh, hold on to it. If you can't quite find it, just tuck that arm against it tightly. Front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Lengthening through those left fingertips. We turn our gaze towards our back heel. A little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Nice big deep breaths. Keeping that right arm tucked tightly, we inhale it back up. Left arm extends out to shoulder height. Back of the left arm along the inside of that left calf. We turn our gaze up over that right shoulder. Breathe, rolling that right shoulder back. Find that slow, deep breath. Quiet it down. Releasing that right hand, circling it up and over to find where the wall and ceiling meet. Lengthen and reach through those fingertips. Gaze is along the inside of that right arm, or perhaps down towards your toes, or perhaps up to find the base of that right thumb. Can you reach any further? It's amazing when you really use that intensity, that intention, that deliberate, purposeful movement, the amazing things that can happen. Now slowly rise back to warrior two. Straightening your front leg. Back arm onto the back leg. Front palm to the sky. Sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Right hand sliding down that back leg. Do your best not to allow it to be a stopping point, but a guide. And inhale it back up. Windmill that right arm up and over, placing that right hand along the inside of your foot. Adjust your foot if you need to. Rotate your body. Left arm to the sky, reaching up. Feeling that extension out of the shoulder. Again, purposeful, deliberate, intention, breath. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Can you let go of whatever resistance is hiding in there? Can you free your mind and let go? As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot, front knee bends, back heel comes off the floor into a runner's lunge. So again, at any point, if you need to bring that back knee down, make it so. If you like, bring both hands to the inside of your foot. So we're working our way down to lizard pose. If this is where we stay today, perfect. If you like, you can bend that right elbow. If you like, you can come down onto that right forearm. So notice how your body responds. Was it in a loving, kind way, or is it yelling at you? If it's yelling at you, back off as much as you need to. How about that left arm? Do we want to bring it down? Again, that back knee can come to the floor if you like. Otherwise, keep it off. Find your breath. Giving some love into that left hip for sure. And let's come back up to the palms of the hands. One hand on either side of your foot. Back knee comes to the floor. Top of the foot to the floor. And we're going to keep that left sole of the foot flat on the mat as we press those sit bones straight back. Now that right hip's going to want to pull back. Don't let it. So as we open those hips, that makes life easier. We want to square those hips. We want to stay with our form to get the very most. Now can you feel that great stretch all the way through the top of your foot, through your ankle and up through your shin? Now let's slowly pull those left toes off the mat and reach your sit bones even further back. Now be mindful that right hip wants to pull back. Don't let it. Breathe. That beautiful stretch through the calf, through the hamstring. Slowly we shift our weight back forward. Left sole of the foot to the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, your foot back. Extend left leg to the sky. Breathe. Add a flex of that left foot, a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Extending that leg once again, point your toes. And slowly release it down to down dog. Inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees. One push up. Do that again. One more, only this time we're going to take it low and hold. We're going to lift it halfway and hold. We're going to take it low and hold. And then super slow, press it up. Lift your hips to down dog. Now let those heels sink. Let your head be heavy. Feel that length all the way down the arms, through the spine, and down the backs of the legs. We inhale it to high plank. Releasing the knees to the mat. Sit it back to child's pose. Now let's slowly walk those hands up. Come over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around. And you can turn sideways, or you can be down the length of your mat, whatever works for you. Sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to tuck that left leg underneath us and bring that right foot just to the base of the knee. And we're going to sit up nice and tall. Now if this is hardly a stretch for you, we're going to move on in a moment. If this is a great place for you to be, I want you to focus on pressing that right hip towards the floor. If it's right for you, cross the foot so that your foot is just at the top of your knee. Sit up nice and tall. Now again, work to get that right hip to the mat. And breathe. Find your breath. Now you can stay right here. Or if you like, take a hold of that right foot and we're going to draw it back. Now a little tip here. Bring the hands forward. Come up onto that base leg. Stack your knees. And then work to sit your bottom back down. Now that's going to be a little more challenging as we work to stack those knees. Breathe. So really finding some love for the hips. If this is not love, guys, and it's gone to the past the point of love into discomfort or pain, as long as the discomfort is just that of a good stretch, we're golden. If it's gone past that, back off. So let the knees come apart a little bit or come back to where we were before, where your foot was on the floor. So this is half of our cow face pose. And we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna lengthen through the spine. So palms of the hands to the soles of the feet, we're gonna slowly begin to hinge forward. Relaxing the weight of your head down. Let the breath be slow and steady. Now lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong. We begin to rise all the way back up. Now as you rock back, bring the knees to touch to boat pose. So we're going to do the other side. So just rocking forward just slightly. We're going to tuck that right leg underneath us. We're going to take that left leg either to the base of the knee. So again, you be the judge what works for you. If it's right for you, cross to the top of the knee. Deeper stretch. Needs a little bit more flexibility through the hip, might be a deeper stretch. So if it's not right, back off. If it's right here, you can stay right here and just pulling the knee in towards the chest, sitting up nice and tall. Now the other option is coming into that half a cow face pose, taking that right hand, pulling the knees back. Again, that little sneaky trick, coming forward up onto your knees. Square those knees right on top of each other as best you can, and then work to sit yourself back. Now that left hip, you might be leaning off to the side for that left hip to lift a little bit. We want to work to get both sit bones down. And as you sit up nice and tall, just breathe. So what's going on through the hips? What's going on through the lower back? What's going on through the knees and the ankles? We've got to take care of ourselves, guys. So be present, be mindful, be kind. So we can stay upright just like this. Or if you like, lengthen through the crown of the head, palms of the hands to the soles of the feet, and we slowly begin to hinge ourselves forward. Relaxing the weight of the head. Face soft, head heavy. Just giving some much needed love into those hips. We lengthen through the crown of the head, core strong, and we slowly rise. Once again, rocking back to release the knees to boat pose. Bringing the hands to support behind your thighs. Lifting the chest. Breathe. Now I'm going to turn sideways just because it's easier to see. We're going to extend right leg. Now we can keep the hand wherever it is, or you can reach up and take a hold at a flex of your foot. So you can take a hold anywhere along the outside of your leg, the ankle, the outside edge of your foot, or if you like, take a hold of the big toe with your first 2 fingers and your thumb. Now bring your legs back together so that the knees are touching. Lifting through the chest, reaching out through the crown of the head. Now we can keep the support of that left hand or extend that left arm out. If your lower back just yelled at you, bring that support back behind your thigh. Now slowly let that right leg open out to the side. Breathe. Now that left knee, what's it done? It's probably opened up out to the side a little bit too. I want you to work to square it, to breathe. So it's right in line with the hip rather than flaring out to the side. Now, if you like, very challenging, you guys, begin to extend that leg. Now you can extend it a little bit, or you can begin to extend it a lot. I want you to be mindful of what the rest of your body does to adapt to that. Now flex that left foot. Now use the strength of this right hand to lift that right leg. What'd your left leg do? So there's a lot of things going on. Breathe. Slowly draw that right leg back to center, bending that right knee, bringing the hand to support behind the thigh, and pull that left leg in. Sit up nice and tall. Now, if you need a release for that lower back, come to butterfly, lean forward. Otherwise, we hold boat just for a couple breaths till we get you back to boat. As you're ready, we're going to extend that left leg. So again, that left hand can stay where it is, or you can reach up, taking a hold outside of the leg, outside of the ankle, outside of the foot, or taking a hold of the big toe with your first 2 fingers and your thumb. So we're working to get full extension of that leg. It may or may not happen today, guys, and that's okay. Breathe. Now you can release the support of that right hand. If your lower back just yelled at you, bring that support back. Now slowly, let's let that left leg open out to the side. Breathe. So noticing what this right knee has done. As that left leg opens, so did the right. So we're really going to try and draw that right knee back right in line with the hip. Feel the different challenge that makes, because this right leg is acting as a counterbalance, a counterweight for that left leg. We're firing up more of the core this way by keeping that knee right in line. Now, if you like, supported or unsupported, now we can extend the leg a little bit, or we can go long. Pointing those toes. What has your upper body done? We've probably hollowed out. We want to lift. Add a flex of that right foot. Draw that belly button in and back. Breathe. Now slowly draw that right leg up. Pull that right, or that left leg, sorry. Pulling that right knee in. Slowly bending that left knee. Coming back to boat. Breathe. Soles of the feet come together. We lean forward to butterfly. That feels good. One more challenge, guys, as we slowly roll it up. Once again, rocking back to that boat position. We're going to reach down and take a hold on each leg. So wherever you want to. outside edge of your calf, your knee, your thighs, whatever it is. Taking a hold. Maybe it's your big toes with your first 2 fingers and your thumb. And we're going to extend those legs. So both legs come out. We lift the chest. We draw that belly button in and up. There's strength going on in those arms because that's supporting us. If you were to relax your arms, your legs would come further forward. I want you to keep that intensity through the arms. That's just a little extra. Now slowly begin to close the legs. Take your time. So notice what's happening to your body as you close the legs. Those core muscles are working harder. It's a little harder to balance. Now use the strength in those arms to pull those legs in and draw your nose towards your knees. So the smaller you make yourself, the more challenge you create. Slowly releasing through the arms, opening those legs once again. Lift the chest and slowly rock a little weight forward and feel those muscles in your abdominals working. Breathe. Now slowly draw the soles of the feet together. Shift your hands to the underside of your feet, the outside edge of your foot, and sit up nice and tall. Let your knees be heavy. Let those legs just open. Core strong. Slowly rock yourself forward. And once again, the butterfly. Draw the chin towards the chest. Now lengthen through the crown of the head and hinge it back up. Release your hands, extend your legs out nice and long, flex your feet, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, close your eyes, and ever so slowly roll yourself back. And relax. Draw one knee in towards your chest, and then the other. Hands to your shins just below your knees. Pull them in nice and tight, and gently rock side to side. We come back to center. Releasing the hands, placing that left foot to the floor right by your bottom. Right foot crosses just above that left knee, rolling that right knee open. We draw the knees in towards the chest, reaching your right hand through that little window. Interlace your fingers behind that left thigh. Use the strength of those arms to pull the knees in. Nestle your shoulder blades down against the mat. Feel that great stretch through that right hip. Gently releasing the intensity with the arms. Release your hands. Left foot to the floor. Right leg crosses all the way over the left. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the top of the right knee. And just gently guide both knees to the left. Keeping both shoulders on the floor just as best you can. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. Find your breath. Just wringing out anything negative, any worry, any anxiety, any negative energy. Let it go. Releasing that left hand, slowly roll it back to center. Placing that right foot to the floor right by your bottom. Left foot crosses just above that right knee. Pull your knees in towards your chest, left hand reaching through that little window, interlacing your fingers behind that right thigh, using the strength of the arms, pull those knees in. Find your breath. Find those shoulder blades against the mat. Let that tension just disappear. Releasing the intensity with the arms, release your hands, right foot to the floor, left leg crosses all the way over the right. Left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the top of your knee, and just gently guide both knees to the right. Taking your gaze out over that left arm, just noticing if that left shoulder pulled off the mat. Just gently work it back towards the floor.
The biggest thing is we just want you to feel like you're wringing out anything negative. Want it to feel super good. Doesn't need to be any kind of brain damage. Eyes are softly closed and just breathe. Releasing that right hand, slowly roll it back to center. Pulling your left knee in towards your chest, and then the right. Hands once again to your shins, just below your knees, and just gently rock side to side. We come back to center, bringing the hands behind the thighs. Rock yourself up. We come back to easy pose, sitting up nice and tall. Resting your hands comfortably wherever you like. Close your eyes. Find those big, full, deep breaths. Take a moment with a sense of gratitude for what your mind, your body, and your breath just allowed you to accomplish. Being an active part in your health and well-being. Where we have little control of the things going on in the world right now, we have control of us, our emotions, our sense of belonging, our ability to care for ourselves. Hold on to that. And as we bring our practice to a close today, some words that I offer for you that you can take with you, or just let them float on by. Sometimes we get thrown a curveball. Have faith that you have the ability to catch it, dodge it, or hit it out of the park. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this has found you well, healthy, safe, sane. Take care of yourselves. Keep doing what you need to do. I'm always here for you guys. If you need anything, reach out. I cannot wait until I get to see you guys again. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Until the next time.